Mr. Transformers 96 here with another video review. This time I'm going to be talking about New York Comic Con toys, the Black Series Star Wars The Force Awakens figures in particular. So I'm going to be making many videos about New York Comic Con, talking about the toys that I'm interested in that have been shown there. So they did show the third and fourth waves of the Force Awakens figures for the Black Series, as well as they did show one figure from the fifth wave, so very excited about this. A lot of this we already saw, but some of it is actually new. So we do have our images of General Hux. We did get to see an in-package image of him before this, however this is the first time seeing him out of package, and here's the official image of him. Looking quite nice, and I can definitely see a lot of people doing some Red Skull customs with this. Overall looks very good though, and I'm very excited for that one. Then we have a Resistance Trooper. These are these are really interesting designed costumes. I think that they're a little boring, but overall they're still pretty neat. The helmet's kind of interesting, and then the colors obviously help them blend in and stuff to the environment and things like that. Gun looks interesting, and overall looks pretty decent. I'll definitely be getting it, but one that I'm not like super looking forward to. Then we have the Snowtrooper. First time we're actually seeing the Snowtrooper, however, we've seen the Toys R Us exclusive Snowtrooper, which is exactly the same, but with an extra shoulder panel, so there's really nothing new, even though this is our first time seeing just a Snowtrooper, original Snowtrooper. Overall looks great though, I'm very excited for this one. Might get more than one of him, I'm not quite sure, but he does look really cool, I have to say. I like the design of the Snowtrooper in general in this new movie, so very nice. Then we also get to see the First Order TIE pilot, or TIE Fighter pilot. We have seen him before, again in package, so this is our first time seeing him outside of package. Looking quite nice. I'm not a huge fan of the TIE Fighter pilots. I think that their completely black color scheme really hides the details on their suit. So I've never been a fan of them from the original trilogy, and I'm still not a fan of them, I have to say. The Hot Toys one looks really cool, but it just, I find them really quite boring compared to the other troopers, just in my personal opinion. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to get this one. This might be one that I'll not find the reason to buy, because I don't plan on buying the TIE Fighter anyway, so I might be skipping on this one, but overall looking good. And then my personal favorite that they've shown is X-Wing pilot Asty. I believe I'm saying his name right, it's A-S-T-Y. Overall, this one looks great. Really neat to see like an alien TIE Fighter pilot, or X-Wing pilot. Overall looking really fantastic though. I'm sure that he's going to look great with Poe Dameron. And just looks awesome. I love the collar piece on his suit as well. And then that head sculpt is out of this world. I'm loving it. And then you've got the helmet that will fit over the head. I think it looks fantastic. Looks great. And the texture in the suit and the orange parts are really fantastic. So this is definitely my most anticipated figure from Wave 3 or 4 with General Hux, or... Yeah, is it General? Yeah, it's General Hux, being my second most looking forward to of Wave 3 and 4. Here he is at the actual convention. As you can see, looking fantastic. I mean, look at that head sculpt. It looks great, I have to say. Really quite blown away by that. Super excited for him. And then they did also show the Han Solo from this new movie, obviously an older Han Solo, looking great as well. I think it looks fantastic. They are using an interesting style leg or thigh joint. It almost reminds me of a Mattel style joint. Just the way that they have the thighs cut is very Mattel-like, although it does seem to be a ball joint up here and not the same type of joint that Mattel uses. However, it kind of gives that type of look. Overall looks great though. I think that head sculpt is pretty spot on. I mean, for just a 6-inch figure from Hasbro, I think that head sculpt looks like Harrison Ford. I really don't see any problems with how that head looks. I think it looks fantastic. Overall, pretty great though. And then they did also show Captain Phasma there, although she's from Wave 2, so I don't know why they showed her, because they didn't show anybody else from Wave 2. But yeah. So overall, some really neat Star Wars Black Series stuff that was shown. Would have liked to see a little bit more. It is nice that they did show us some figures that we already knew were coming out, because we knew that Asty and those other characters were coming out. So it was nice to finally see them. Although I would have liked some more surprise characters other than just Han Solo, because Han Solo is the only one that we didn't know was coming out that they did show. So it would have been cool to get some other characters shown. Nonetheless, they did show some good ones, and I'm very happy with the ones that they did show. And it wasn't like I'm super excited for Asty before this. It's just that the figure looks so awesome, and it made me super excited for him. So very looking forward to that. The only thing I will mention on him is that this joint looks very small. Like it needs to be cut a bit more. I wouldn't be surprised if his elbow hinge is very lacking, unless they just have this reversed. Well, no, they don't, because the side strap is supposed to be like that. So I have a feeling that he's not going to have a very good hinge on that elbow, but nonetheless, he looks fantastic. I'm very excited for him, and I'm very excited for all these other figures. They're all looking quite nice. So there you go. That's my video review of the Black Series Force Awakens figures shown at New York Comic Con 2015. If there's any updates or they do put out more figures or whatnot, I will be making update videos, so stay tuned for that. But there you go. Those are my thoughts for the new figures. Thanks so much for watching.